In the Caribbean, a new video shows U.S. forces seizing another oil tanker linked to Venezuela. President Trump has said the U.S. will control Venezuela's oil reserves and the country itself. Now, the battle over who should lead Venezuela ramped up as Venezuelan opposition leader María Corina Machado visits Washington, D.C. Despite sharing her Nobel Peace Prize with President Trump, he has not switched his support for interim President Delcy Rodríguez. Now, moments ago, Machado began speaking to the media and discussed her meeting with Trump.
Now we face a very complex and delicate process, and as Venezuelans, we are absolutely grateful to President Trump, his team, his administration, and the people of the United States, because it took a lot of courage to do what he did. And he did it, yes, on behalf of the American people, but also because he cares for the people of Venezuela. And he told me that yesterday. And I think that was the most important message I can bring back to my country.
And joining us now from Washington is CBS News intelligence and national security reporter OIivia Gazis. Olivia, there's been a lot of maneuvering in the past 24 hours for Venezuela's leadership. So how has Machado been received in Washington?
Yeah, you heard her there being very careful and diplomatic, and by all appearances, her meetings at the White House seem to have been courteous and respectful, but what's not clear is whether they're actually translating into any stronger U.S. and President Trump's backing for her bid to lead in Venezuela. The administration still hasn't laid out any timeline for when they'd like to see elections there, and they are instead moving pretty full steam ahead with these major oil deals with the current government led by Delcy Rodríguez. In the past, the president only offered kind of faint praise for María Corina Machado, calling her a very nice woman, while also kind of openly questioning whether she could win broad support at home. We do know that before Maduro's capture, U.S. intelligence said that existing leadership would be more stable in the short term, but that assessment now appears to be driving policy, with this White House signaling deeper cooperation, especially with the oil deals.
And, you know, she met with President Trump yesterday, but at the same time, CBS News has learned CIA Director John Ratcliffe traveled to Venezuela to meet with Delcy Rodríguez also yesterday. So what might this signal about the United States' future plans?
Yeah, absolutely. So he is, CIA Director Ratcliffe is the first cabinet-level official to have traveled to Venezuela since Maduro's capture, which, if you can believe it, was just 12 days ago. We're told he spent roughly 2 hours meeting with Rodríguez, in part to lay this groundwork for what could become a working relationship going forward. The message he was tasked with delivering was twofold. One, the U.S. is open to future economic cooperation, but two, Venezuela can no longer serve as a safe haven for drug traffickers, which was the objection in the first place. I mean, the very fact that this groundwork is being laid is telling, because it suggests that the administration is betting on the relationship with Rodríguez going forward and staying on track. And it's also kind of underscoring how deeply involved U.S. intelligence has been. The CIA, we know, had a covert team on the ground as early as August of last year. They had a human source helping the U.S. work to track Maduro's movements. And this level of personal engagement from the CIA director just shows how central Venezuela is to his own portfolio, too.
Oh, yeah, definitely. OIivia Gazis, thank you so much.